James Cook is cooking and apparently flipping those burgers into the end zone. We could see James Cook is currently in second place in the NFL with the total amount of rushing yards. And we all know he's not just rushing it, he's receiving the ball too. The Buffalo Bills rushing attack with James Cook just put the NFL on notice. And we have to give credit where credit is due. It takes all 11 doing their blocking, and specifically here, Dion Dawkins with a pancake, pushing this guy 20 yards, pouring maple syrup all over him. But check out the blocking on this play. Absolute great vision by James Cook. This was a full-fledged attack by the Buffalo Bills offense, by our defense, by special teams. Stefon Diggs coming down with a remarkable one-handed diving catch in the pouring rain. Christian Benford almost had multiple interceptions in this game, and he got his first of the season against Dak Prescott, who is arguably up for MVP. Let's not forget last week, Christian Benford with the forced fumble, popping that ball out against the Chiefs, doing an excellent job for Bills Mafia. Buffalo Bills PR saying that James Cook recorded the second most rushing yards at 179 and the third most scrimmage yards at 221 in a game in 2023. And we can clearly see that this 226 rushing yards against the Cowboys was the Buffalo Bills' highest single game total in the Sean McDermott era. And what makes this all the more impressive is that James Cook was only a second round pick for the Buffalo Bills. Whereas you look at someone that he's just behind, Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a first-round pick, 8th overall selection, as well as being traded from the Carolina Panthers to the 49ers for a second-round pick in 2023, a third-round pick in 2023, a fourth-round pick in 2023, as well as a fifth-round pick in 2024. Point here is that James Cook is an excellent value for the Buffalo Bills after putting up a career day here with 25 total carries, 221 total yards, and 2 total touchdowns. And you really consider everything that unfolded this game. Jordan Poyer almost getting an interception. Jordan Phillips almost getting an interception. I already mentioned Christian Benford almost getting 2 interceptions this game. The Buffalo Bills defensive line getting to Dak Prescott, collapsing that pocket. Leonard Floyd, Ed Oliver, everyone getting involved. Josh Allen only having 15 passing attempts in this game proves that we are so dynamic, not only with Josh Allen throwing it, but we have James Cook in this rushing attack to dominate games. You can see a 31-10 dominant performance by the Buffalo Bills, holding Dak Prescott to only 134 yards, no touchdowns, ending CeeDee Lamb's streak of receiving touchdowns in this game, forcing that interception on Dak Prescott, as well as sacking him 3 times. And we all know that Josh Allen's sack wasn't a sack because he was shedding blocks in that pocket, and the refs blew the whistle. You consider all the injuries between Matt Milano, Daquan Jones, who could potentially come back. Can't imagine Linval Joseph and Daquan Jones on the field at the same time. Bray White going down, trading for Rasul Douglas to do what we did against the Dallas Cowboys in their prolific offense. Knowing how successful they've been this season, going against other teams, just proves how good the Buffalo Bills are defensively. Early in the game, the Buffalo Bills opted for a base defense with Terrell Bernard, Tyrell Dotson, as well as Balin Spector as our 3-down linebackers. As the game started to progress, the Buffalo Bills, let me remind you, were without Micah Hyde. Bills were also without A.J. Epinesa, and this Buffalo Bills defense still prevailed. We still used a dime defense with Cam Lewis. Cam Lewis is clearly a rising star for this Buffalo Bills defense. Got another diamond in the rough selection by Sean McDermott, drafting and selecting and developing these players in the background. Sean McDermott clearly has an eye for talent at the DB position. Taylor Rapp bringing a ferocious attitude to this Buffalo Bills defense with hard hits, making these opposing teams feel our pain. Yes, it takes all 11 on this offense to block, but it also takes a great offensive coordinator with Joe Brady, who's been dialing things up, as well as DJ Mangus, an offensive assistant, friends of Joe Brady, coming in on the bye week to lessen the load off Joe Brady's shoulders and just have him focus in on what is important for the Buffalo Bills. We continue to see this Buffalo Bills offense trend up. Obviously, we've seen the most rushing yards out of any running back since 1991 for Bills Mafia. Sean McDermott is dialing up plays, playing with our backups, and still dominating quarterbacks that are in conversation of league MVP. Aaron Kromer, our offensive line coach, and Sean McDermott always talk about having this attitude, having the running game be established before the season even starts. You have to earn this in training camp, and this has been an all-long season approach. Buffalo Bills emphasized running the football before the season even started, and it is starting to pay dividends right now for Bills Mafia. Sean McDermott has the best record in the NFL right now for the winningest coach in the NFL in the months of December and January. Year after year under Sean McDermott, this team gets better and better on a week-to-week basis, and we are clearly a much better team in December and January than the beginning of the year. Some teams trend down, some teams trend up, and the Buffalo Bills are clearly skyrocketing. This rushing attack with James Cook and this offensive line completely mauling the Dallas Cowboys is definitely going to help us out going against teams that are high potent passing attacks. When we play the Miami Dolphins in week 18, if we want to slow down the Miami Dolphins, I think winning that time of possession, mauling them, pushing them off the ball, Deion Dawkins pancaking them, the Buffalo rumble tumble towards the end zone. We did it multiple times, playing through the whistle. All of our offensive linemen, tight ends, wide receivers, pushing and driving these teams off the ball. Therefore, the dual-purpose Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen's ability of making all the throws, running it himself, as well as this Buffalo Bills offense being able to run it with James Cook and maul people off the ball. We are finally a dual-purpose offense that can win in different ways. Sean McDermott always says, find a way. We have to find a way. Well, the Buffalo Bills have multiple ways to win games, and then this defense has been absolutely on fire. Just wait until A.J. Epinesa gets back. Wait until we get Daquan Jones back and maybe a Matt Milano later in the playoffs. Von Miller is still continuing to trend up, almost getting another sack on Dak Prescott this week. Josh Allen and all the starters offensively as well as defensively getting pulled out of the game is just creating memorable moments for the depth pieces on this team. The depth pieces on our offensive line. Damar Hamlin getting in there. Dorian Williams getting more memorable moments on that field. It's all going to help out for years to come. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit like, subscribe. Victory Monday, it is here in Buffalo. Celebrate it. Wear your Bills gear strong. Check out the link in the description, the Buffalo Fan Shop, Buffalo Chicken Wing. We have all different colors, long sleeve hoodies. But if you guys enjoyed this video, I deeply appreciate it. If you hit like, consider subscribing, dropping videos each and every single day. The roadmap to the playoffs has already started. Man, we got the LA Chargers, the Patriots, and then the Miami Dolphins. We could easily win out. Appreciate you guys, and go Bills.